in a losing cause.
Yeah, so our guys can look back at that game and remember exactly how well they played, and they had the Blazers down. Just a couple young players in the game.
11 of 17 from 3 for Lillard in the last game. Here he gets another one and misses this one. And
looks like Keldon. Looks like they're going to let him play a little bit tonight.
Oh, you don't leave him. Well, there's the first mistake at Pop, because he said it was 86-82, 83-79.
Right.
He goes, one of the least watched finals in NBA history, because it was two great defensive teams slugging it out. Right. Simons comes away with it as Sohan is still on him. Backdoor cut, Lillard.
Yeah, those are the ones you want to prevent there. That's outstanding D there from Jeremy.
Lillard. Former Spur Drew Eubanks in the game inside. Also Trent Watford of LSU in the contest.
He has 2 or 3 of the best dunks this year that the league has seen. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. I had a putback dunk in LA last week. It was just, I could not believe it when I saw it. That's the second one where he thought he had Doug McDermott covered up, and Doug ends up draining it anyways.
Drew Eubanks, as we know, can dunk with the best of them.
Did he not get a tribute video, or was that last year? That's what I want to know.
He was traded in mid-season. Actually sent to Toronto, and then they waived him, and Portland picked him up.
Ever put that ball back in his right hand. Beautiful lefty scoop.
Lillard gets it back. It's the floater.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not going to disagree with that philosophy, but everybody in the league is doing it, and I'm not so sure like that's the right thing to do. Honestly, I know they know what they're doing.
Player returns from injury.
Yeah, I mean, I figure, you know, like you warm a guy up, you want to keep him warm. That's where I kind of agree with Russell Westbrook.
Bassey kept it alive before it finally comes off to Grant. Lillard back out to Grant for a wide open 3. Yeah, Spurs with 40 and 6:26 to go. Yeah. Offense is all right, but you've got to do something about the other end as Lillard gets to the rim again. What was it he said after that block the other night in the final seconds? I was either going to block it or it was going to be goaltending.
That's all right.
He was not going to get that shot off.
Keldon still impresses with his athleticism.
Great play against Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, a couple nice dunks in that game too.
Here comes the Spurs. Richardson. The Spurs were down 19, have cut it to 11. Simons to change the math on that one.
Wouldn't that be something? Maybe have the officials show their stuff after every call, especially traveling calls. I love that.
Keldon Johnson. Johnson gives to Sohan. Off to Vassell. Bassey. McDermott on the move, off the iron, and the rebound.
I never get tired of watching that. The perfect rotation, high release. Thing of beauty.
Lillard just worked that Nurkic screen any way he wanted. He finally got an opening. Last 4 games, averaging 34 and shooting 51% from 3. Inside to Grant, to Nurkic, back to Lillard, open for 3.
Oh, he dodged one there.
Hey, you're relieved when he misses. Well, in the shot clock for Lillard. Guarded by Jones. Again, trying to guard the baseline, Lillard.
And then there's not much you can do about that one. The only way you can stop that shot is to make sure that Damian Lillard never gets the ball to begin with.
Jones got a block. Johnson tries to steal it back from Simons. It'll be a jump ball. You see how the Spurs answer to start the second. Bassey getting the start tonight. Oh, they're trying to go up top, a little bit behind him.
Trying to find Charles on that lob. A little pressure release, and no, that's the wrong guy, and that's the wrong guy to leave open. Both of them.
It's the bucket. Lead back at 19, matching their largest that they had in the second quarter.
And that tells you right there, it tells you something about Damian Lillard, too. Chaotic scenes in the airport where people would see all these tall guys running through and realize that's David Robinson, that's Terry Cummings. And so you had to deal with that, along with the just murderous travel schedule.
Bassey with 4 and 5 rebounds. Guarding Nurkic here, backdoor cut. Lillard making it look so easy tonight. Inside, outside. Jones trying to stay with Lillard the best he can.
But, yeah, and I was going to say right now, scoring is not the problem.
On the year, 90%. Well, we're not hoping he gets back to the line, though.
Oh, that one just threw.
At least it wasn't a swish. You almost feel like, oh, whoopsie. Lillard, 6:37 remaining, third period. This is the three, and McDermott with 14. Steal by Vassell. Winslow defending. Wraps him up as they roll. And Devin with 13, McDermott 14 coming off the bench.
But what a difference a healthy Spurs ball club. Oh, that's what I said.
Aiden Sharp. Great defensive effort, and the Spurs still come out of it with a bucket. Cut it to 4 again.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, our guys get down 19. It ends up being a 30-point game. Next thing Jeremy Sohan's going to have to learn is to deny, because Lillard gave the ball up, and he allowed him just to get right back. Yusuf Nurkic looked at Chauncey Billups after that shot, and Chauncey was like, no excuses. You got to get out there on him as Nurkic gets himself a dunk.
Lead is back to double digits at 12. Jones couldn't finish that one. And Blazers pushing again. Hart gives it up to Lillard. Back to Hart. Timeout, San Antonio. Lillard with it out front. 45 for Dame so far. The double team. Richardson with the steal. Takes care of it himself. Lays it up and in. Can. Right back to Nurkic. He shovels to the corner, and Grant with a buzzer-beating shot. Johnson kept it alive.
It goes against Pop's principles. He doesn't want to allow middle penetration. So the youngster, he's a fantastic defensive player. He's only going to get better, but he's going to take his lumps sometimes.
But Portland, their big three. 35 from Lillard, 20 from Simons. Lillard saves this one, and Vassell comes up with it. They give up 120, which is bottom in the league. Portland with 115 and 4:05 to go. Nurkic makes it 117. A little bit earlier this evening, did not score. Lillard on the back door, and Damian Lillard from Nurkic now has 37.